want her back so I can kill her with my own two hands. I won't rest till I've burned Troy to the ground.
I thought you wanted peace with Troy.
I should have listened to you.
Peace is for the women and the weak. Empires are forged by war.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, The Kingdom of Heaven Will Be Forged by War. Lord, will you are edified. Also, this was a clip from the movie entitled Troy. According to the freedictionary.com, forge is defined as to form by heating in a forge and beating or hammering into shape. All right. Now, when Yahushua returns, he will forge his kingdom on earth, okay, through the act of war. And what will he beat? What will he hammer into shape? Okay, the earth, all right? And therefore his beating and his hammering will destroy Esau's rulership and form or reform the world in righteousness. It's like in righteous, okay? In righteousness, all right? Let's get some precepts. Revelation 17 and verse 12. And the 10 horns representing the EU, which thou sawest, are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Now the beast is what? NATO, the EU, and also America. And that 1 hour goes into a sum of 40 years. Verse 13, these have one mind, meaning an agenda, hence the new world order, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Okay, verse 14, these shall make war with the Lamb, referring to Yahushua, and the Lamb shall overcome them, okay, through the act of war. All right, Yahushua will forge, okay, he will forge this entire earth. And by him forging, we will see, Lord will, we are the hopeful elect, the destruction of Esau's rulership, the destruction of 2/3 of our people, referring to the nation of Israel. All right. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful, hence the elect, which is composed of 144,000 and the 1/3. Okay. Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess it, and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And this is literal. Okay? Kingdoms are formed. Kingdoms are forged through the act of war. This is how kingdoms, okay, come into the existence. All right? Yahushua will bring war upon the planet Earth. Okay? Daniel 7:27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High through the act of war, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Daniel 2 and verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone, referring to Yahushua, was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Yahushua is going to destroy the beast, which represents the EU, NATO, and America. Okay? Second Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And that man is referring to Yahushua. And the thousands of heaven is referring to what? The angels that will accompany Yahushua to assist with forming or forging his kingdom through the act of war. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And that's literal. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire, meaning what? Laser beams coming out of that fathership. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea. Right. Because when Yahushua returns, he's going to return during the act of World War III. All right. And they will unite because, Salaki, they will unite to attempt to stop Yahushua from forging his kingdom. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, that fathership, and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not, meaning that this fathership is so big, okay, he could not see from start to finish regarding this fathership. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet thirst fight. And the reason why they thirst fight is because the Most High is going to put that spirit on them to fight Yahushua. And of course, Yahushua is going to destroy them. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Okay? Hence, laser beams coming out of the chariots. Okay? And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So what did the prophet see? The prophet Ezra. He saw Yahushua destroying people, okay? Further proof that Yahushua's kingdom will be forged / formed through the act of war. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.